Hello everybody, this is the 2013 number 6 FRQ for BC. Let's go ahead and look at part A. So you shouldn't freak out. Just everything goes back to basic principles that you learned. They're defining P of n as the nth degree Taylor polynomial for f. So let's look at this. They tell us the first degree Taylor polynomial at 1/2 is -3. They give us f prime of 0 and f of 0. So what is P1? Now you should know how to create a Taylor polynomial from scratch. So P1 is a first degree Taylor polynomial about 0. They tell us about 0. So that's going to be f of 0 plus f prime of 0, x minus 0. That's it. That's a first degree Taylor polynomial. Now we just plug in values. That was part A. So P1 of x, f of 0 is simply -4 because they tell us that. P prime of 0, f prime of 0, we do not, we're told that it's 2. Oh, my bad. We're trying to show it's 2. We don't know that. So we're going to leave that as f prime of 0. And then we have x. So we know this value at 1/2. So we're going to replace all the x's with 1/2. Then we're going to replace P1 of 1/2 with -3. Now you want to solve for f prime of 0. We're going to add 4 to both sides. Then we're going to multiply both sides by 2. And we have shown that f prime of 0 is 2. So that's not too bad. Then part B, we want to find P3, the third degree Taylor polynomial for x about 0. So again, from scratch, we know that's going to be f of 0 plus f prime of 0, x. It's x minus 0. I'll just put x. Plus f double prime of 0, x squared over 2 factorial, plus f triple prime of 0, x cubed. I don't know why I put the parentheses there. So we just plug in our values and we are done. F of 0 from the previous problem is -4. F prime of 0 from the previous problem, it's 2. F double prime of 0, we're told is -2/3. And then f triple prime, we're told is 1/3. And we can simplify all that to get this. -4 plus 2x. The 2's here will cancel, leaving x squared over 3. And then 6 times 3, that's going to give us 18. Done. There is the answer to part B. Plain and simple, easy. I like these. Now we're going to go to part C. So we're given a new function h, and the derivative of h is f of 2x. And we want the Taylor polynomial for h. So we already used P. P is a Taylor polynomial for f. So we need to choose a different symbol They chose Q. That's easy. So they have to say, define what their Taylor polynomial for H is going to be. So they are going to say, let Q sub n be the Taylor polynomial of h of x about x equals 0. So now you have something to deal with. So we can find h prime of x, or we're told h prime of x equals f of 2x. Based on that fact, to find the third degree Taylor polynomial, okay, actually it's going to be q prime, because this is h prime. So see, this is h prime. So if we try to find q based on this, we're actually going to replace h prime with q prime of x. And we're going to use the fact that if you have the Taylor polynomial for f, and now you have a composition, 2x is a function in a function, you can just take the Taylor polynomial for f and replace everything with the 2x. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our previous answer, replace all the x's with the 2x. So now we're going to get this. The we're not going to do that yet. This is 4x. You cannot leave as 2x squared. You have to get it as x squared and x cubed, as I was told by a person that gave a summer institute. So 2 squared is 4, so we're going to get 4 over 3x squared. And 2 cubed is 8. 8 over 18 is 4 over 9 when you simplify that. So that's q prime. Now if we integrate both sides, we can get q. So we're going to integrate both sides with respect to x. And what we're going to get is this. Q is negative 4x plus 4x squared over 2 minus 4 cubed x cubed over 3 plus 4x cubed over, whoa. You got to add 1 to the exponent, bro. So to the 4th over 4 plus a constant c that we need to find. So we're almost there. Let's simplify this. Plus 2x squared minus 4/9 x cubed. Now, I just realized something. They're asking for a third degree, so I don't need this, the 4th degree term. Extra stuff I don't need, so it's plus c. How do you find c? You take the last piece of information given right here. H of 0 is 7. So one way to look at this, if you're building from scratch, your constant term of your polynomial is going to be h of 0 when you build from scratch. Or, in other words, another way to look at it, if I put a 0 here for every x, q3 of 0 would be 7 based on this. So you could just replace c with 7. So we get this. Q3 of x is 7 minus 4x plus 2x squared minus 4/9 x cubed. So kind of a weird problem, but so let me explain again this 7. If we're building from scratch, you would put in the first term for the Taylor series for h would be h of 0. So h of 0 is 7, so you know that has to be a 7. So that's where that comes from. It's just building from scratch. That is the easier way, I think. Maybe, I don't know, that might be harder than the other way. More thought. Actually, let's look at this. So to build Q3 of x from scratch, that would be h of 0 plus h prime of 0 x plus h double prime of 0 x squared over 2 factorial plus h triple prime of 0 x cubed over 3 factorial. So if we could find h of 0, which we know, h prime of 0, so we have to do some side work here. H prime of 0 would be, and so look at this, the derivative of this, it's f of box. The derivative of f of box would be f prime of box times the derivative of box, which is 2. That's h prime of x. So therefore, h prime of 0 would be f prime of 0 times 2. Well, f prime of 0 we found earlier. F prime of 0 was 2. So that's just going to be 2 times 2, which is 4. So what's h double prime of x? Well, look at this. If I want the derivative of that, the 2 is a constant, that 2. So I just copy that constant. And I take the derivative of f prime of box. That would give me f double prime of box times the derivative of box. So now if I want h double prime at 0, I'd get 2 f double prime of 0, again, we found that above. F double prime of 0 was negative 2/3. So that would be negative 8/3. Let's keep going here. We have one more to get. H triple prime of x. So look what we have here. 2 and 2, we have a 4. So we have a constant of 4. We're going to copy that down. And the derivative of f double prime of box would be f triple prime of box times the derivative of box. So h triple prime at 0 would be 4 times f triple prime of 0 times 2. 8. F triple prime of 0 we found earlier. That was, or we were told earlier, that's 1/3. So it's 8/3. So let's plug in all these numbers into this. H of 0 we're told was negative 7, or it's just 7. H prime of 0 we just found, that's 4. Was that negative 4? Why is it negative on top and not on the bottom? I must have messed up. What's f prime of 0? F prime of 0 is negative 4. Wow, my brain. So I'm confused now because that's going to give us negative 8. I'm doing something wrong here. So h prime of 0. Oh man, I royally messed up on this. Sorry guys. H prime of 0 is f of 2x. Man, I messed up all of these. Oh, sorry. And then, yeah, all of these are going to be, gosh, I really messed up. this would only be prime, and this one will be double prime. I messed all of those up, guys, sorry. It's going to change all these answers. All of these will be changed. Wow, I really messed up. It's going to change it. You know what? I'm just going to have to go and erase all this, guys. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm wasting your time. I don't want to make this video. Maybe in the future. I'm tired. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been doing this for the last few hours for A, B, and B, C. I just want to get it done. So h prime is f of 2x. So h prime of 0 is f of 0. And we found f of 0 earlier is negative 4. And then we take the derivative of this, f of box, it'll be f prime of box times the derivative of box, f prime of 0 times 2. But we found f prime of 0 earlier. F prime of 0 we calculated as 2. So it's 2 times 2, that would be 4. And then we're taking the derivative of that, so the 2 is copied. The derivative of f prime of box would be f double prime of box times the derivative of box, which is 2. And we want that at 0, it would be 2 f double prime at 0 times 2. It's 4 times f double prime of 0. F double prime of 0 we found earlier as 1/3. So that's going to be 4/3. Now if we plug all these values in, so h prime of 0 is negative 4. And then h double prime we found as positive 4. So it's going to be plus 4x squared over 2. And h triple prime is 4/3, so it's going to be 4/3 times x cubed over 3 factorial. And if we simplify that, it's going to come out nicely. That's going to be 618, 6 times 3 is 18. Why is that not matching? Did I mess up somewhere? That should be 4/9, and it should be minus. Golly gee, where did I mess up? Let me take a look. I am really tired. So I got to figure out where I messed up. So that should be f double prime at 0. What's f double prime? F double prime of 0. Negative 2/3. Wow. Negative 2/3. That'll be negative 8/3. So this would be negative 8/3, making this negative 8. 6 times 3 is 18. All right, that reduces to 4/9. That's it. Sorry that I messed up so much. My brain is fried, but that's it. We are done with that one. Talk to you guys later.